Teste, 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 teste. Teste, 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 teste. Bro, I don't know why. Yesterday. Wait a little. Yesterday, for some more, my model started doing a little stuttering. I don't know if you can notice it, but I don't know why. I tried a bunch of different things to take care of it, but nothing works. But I can't stop it because of that, so I'm gonna do with him like that. It's not all the time, it's just sometimes, so I guess I have to do it like that. I separated some videos to do some reactions, and I'm gonna post it later, like I did the other ones. And tomorrow I'm gonna try to bring more gameplay too, to not be just reacting. And the gameplay, I don't need to post this video, just the reacts. The gameplay, the VOD get saved, so it's no worries. Let me start recording. Hello, hello. So I watched the Gibbon video. Now I'm gonna watch the Gorilla video. The link is on the description. If you are on computer, a nice thing to do would be open in a new tab the video and give it a like and let it play on mute to give the creator his views. So yesterday my VC face started giving some problem. Now my model sometimes he stutters. I don't know if you can notice it, but I don't. I did everything that I could do, but it did not stop. So I'm gonna do how it is. I'm sorry about that. Until I will not stop. But every day I'm gonna be trying to resolve this problem. But I can't stop putting videos and streaming. I'm gonna try to stream some more games too. Okay, let's start this one. The ridiculous random nature of a gorilla. I know that they are not as aggressive as movies made them to be. And they have a very small pee-pee.
The greatest trick Hollywood ever pulled was convincing the world that gorillas were something to be scared of.
Yeah,
Time it's an ADHD
because of King Kong and other movies.
Joke. The gorillini is the opposite of a sleeper build. They look like a flash pass to being full-time horizontal.
And
really,
because of how he looks, his looks is intimidating. He's a big monkey, the biggest of the monkeys, and just looking at him, it's enough to make people think that they are aggressive.
gorillas are unintentionally the most unserious animals on the planet. Almost every character trait that made them feared back in the day actually makes them adorably ridiculous. You have context. Like you've seen this picture, a gorilla beating its chest and maybe you next has to be one of the most intimidating sights in nature.
Yeah, but
the sound though. That was not
I haven't
edited.
seen
All time display sounds like
this
a song
sound.
on bubble wrap. King Kong had
You like some bubbles?
Only in a movie would you see this and hear the God of Thunder. It's more like someone weaponizing bubble tea in a straw. Put on a blindfold and it's not threatening anybody but Bubble Buddy, because it sounds like his family flatlined by firing squad. It's fitting. It was widely believed that the peg pounding was considered an act of war, but newer research says that it might help gorillas avoid conflict altogether. In a study done by Edward Wright of the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology in Germany, it was found that the biggest, most brolic mountain gorillas actually produce the sounds with the lowest frequency. Something about larger air sacs near the larynx, but it's considered an honest signal of competitive ability. And
So it makes sense. So the two males make the sound, and then they decide between themselves who is stronger, and then the weaker one runs away. It's good because it pops his lives or something like that. Holy shit, it's tutoring like crazy. I don't know why. It started yesterday. I'll be trying to resolve this problem.
between two prime apes, the one with the higher
Just in my model, everything works perfectly.
So the chest beating actually allows smaller gorillas to avoid a fight they'd almost certainly lose, and lets gorillas choose the best option, since bigger males tend to be the first choice for intercourse. That's gonna be painfully ironic in a minute, but we'll get to that. The other thing that
I know what
terrified
this is about.
explorers into introverts was their jaw work. Gorillas have top 5 most inappropriate dental work in
Holy
their
shit.
profession, right up there with camels and the gelada monkey. It's almost divine intervention that a lawnmower with limbs has a stronger bite force than lions, hyenas, and even a grizzly bear. And if you watch
What the
gorilla
fuck?
ASMR, you can literally
This
see the
bear
muscles
killing a moose?
attached to the sagittal crest. That crest is why the gorilla has a built-in mohawk. Lucky for literally everybody, gorillas only use those vice grip jaws to crush about 40 pounds of food a day. And you'll never be more grateful for their grocery list until you watch one peel a tree like a banana. All that food would mean nothing if they didn't also have a host of gut bacteria to help break it all down. But because all that bacterial work also produces gas, gorillas are almost in a perpetual state of flatulence. A troop of IBS apes break more wings than a bloated
I did
beach
not
whale.
know.
It's so constant that researchers occasionally track traveling families through their southbound symphony.
Holy
Scientists
shit.
even used a gorilla-coded camera to gain insight into the secret society of this steroid simian. And what they found was that a well-fed family could blow a hole through the
I mean, it makes sense. There is some gases on here. There is some gases on here. It's very round. So she has to put it out.
ozone layer. And out both ends, according to late gorilla expert Diane Fossey, gorillas burp as an act of goodwill and contentment. And you know, in
What?
some cultures, letting it out the attic is considered a compliment, but they might as well have gotten it from a knuckle-walking cow ape. On a less audibly offensive note, gorillas have also been recorded singing while they eat. Researchers refer to it as a chorus of appreciation. It's pretty cool, check it out.
So they make sounds while eating. Interesting.
Basically living in their version of a giant gingerbread house has gorilla gangs singing out both ends. It's also a fact that they sing louder when eating their
On both
favorite
ends.
foods like this banana tree stalk. And the funniest thing is, in the wild, the lead singer is actually the silverback. Science says he uses singing, or well, more like humming, to tell the group when it's time to stop and eat. And you know the law, when silverback speaks,
Nice.
everyone listens, and when he sings, it's time for fixings. But I'm not hungry. Okay, jeez. It makes sense. Few things are more dominant than the lead silverback male. You know he's the one calling all the shots and making all the decisions for a troop of up to and sometimes over 30. One could say that is the peak male form. And you remember that painfully ironic thing I promised? Well, it's about that time, but before you judge me, I'm just gonna remind you that this is strictly educational.
It's
But
about
I would feel weird if I didn't say this. So
It's about the size.
With a child or an adult who thinks they're a child, skip to this timestamp right here. Or don't. I can't stop you, but don't let your parents blame you if you don't. Here's an ad while you consider the cost of curiosity. So, fun fact about a silverback, they're the largest apes in the world, can weigh in the neighborhood of 500 pounds, and when their privates stand at attention, they're about 3/4 short of 2 inches. They don't just have the smallest waist snake of
I
any
don't
ape,
know
it's
how
widely
much
believed
that
gorillas
is.
have the smallest member of any
I
mammal
only know
relative to body size.
centimeters.
King Kong ain't got on me.
But I knew that
promise
they
you it
have a
doesn't. In
small
fact, if we
thing.
scaled for size, you have a better chance at Subway of seeing a foot long than from a gigaton. I swear I'm not just using this for richer jokes. There's actually a reason gorillas ended up hung like a hamster. When you look at how all the great apes measure up, you'll one end up on a list.
Everything went to the muscle, to the side, to the size of corpse, not the thing. They prioritize another thing.
Incognito can't save you, but two, you'll realize humans have more appendical advantages than just a long thumb.
Hey, how's it going?
Chimps,
What the fuck?
bonobos, and
This
orangutans
video.
are roughly about the same, but nature seemed to maliciously undercut gorillas in particular.
Bro.
Believe it or not, it's a direct reflection of how they live. Chimpanzees live in polyandrous packs where females can mate with multiple males, so there was evolutionary pressure for them to develop heavy huevos, since the more baby batter one can produce, the better chances one of his little swimmers will rise to reality, which led to chimps having a massive man purse. I feel dirty. With humans, it's believed that earlier variants may have selected for the more groinally gifted, especially with humans being more bipedal. It'd probably be more of a factor. Eventually, that led to humans having
What
more
the
to flex
fuck?
under the waistband than just 9 millimeters.
This fucking
With
fish.
It's different. They often live in harems where all the females in a group practice their multiplication tables with the one silverback.
Yeah,
which means
they
didn't have the selective pressure of dealing with
Yeah, they have no pressure, and only one alpha.
other males like chimps, or even the pressure of females having a choice like humans. Also, another theory is that a larger Nixon might have helped shovel out rival nectar. Again, something a back of silver doesn't have to worry about. It actually ties back to the chest beating. Being an absolute unit was already so much of a flex that evolution didn't have to juice their stats in other ways. But unfortunately, it means gorillas are built like an anti-steroid ad. But also consider this, silverbacks are the embodiment of what podcast bros call an alpha male. If humans were truly meant to take cues from them, forget Snickers, we'd be packing a Skittle. And with that, I am going to power wash my search history.
Oh. Be right back.
Also, silverbacks aren't the aggressive jocks that movies made them out to be.
Yeah, I have seen this video. I don't know if you guys probably have seen these videos of those guys that are taking photos and looking at gorillas, and then the gorilla comes at him and he don't even move. He just look at him, just gaze at him, and the gorilla does nothing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this video. Kinda like that one of the elephant.
We're a lot more involved in raising children than we thought. Research actually shows that if a gorilla were to lose its mother, as long as it still isn't living off her milk, they still have an equal shot at surviving. It's cause silverbacks don't give child support, they are the child support.
Nice.
It's even been proven that gorillas are more attracted to the sensitive child nurturing males and not really the aggressive bully types, which is probably why they put up with so much.
Which makes sense, because if they were aggressive with they force, they strength, with the strength, they could easily kill the babies, the kids. So they taking good care of the babies would be a good evolutionary trait to have. They could easily hurt the kids, so
respect, and why the father instinct might not just apply to gorillas. You might remember in 1986, a child fell into a gorilla enclosure, crazy how often that happens, and 400-pound Yumbo went over and tried to comfort the unconscious boy. Even when the boy came to and understandably panicked, instead of wilding out at the sudden disturbance, Yumbo calmly guided the other gorillas to a corner of the enclosure while first responders rescued the boy.
Nice.
Ironically, this was during a time the majority thought gorillas were bloodthirsty savages patrolling the underbrush of Africa. That literally could not have been further from the truth. In fact, it led to one of the most infuriating arguments I keep letting myself get baited into. Anytime someone brings up gorilla versus grizzly, all I can think is, you don't know gorillas, and you really don't know grizzlies.
Bears.
There's cases of leopards causing problems for a plus
bears are something else, man.
size primate, with records finding past tense gorillas with puncture wounds around the head and neck. Now, leopard attacks on a full-grown male are rare. But if a 150-pound big cat is a genuine threat, a 10-foot, 900-pound
Bro.
revenant plot device would slaughter a roid monkey. And really, the more you think about it, the more disrespectful the question is. Y'all stay playing on a grizzly's body. Especially since the gorilla himself wouldn't even want that smoke. For all that bulk, they'd definitely rather run away than run a fade. Imagine thinking they can match up with a grizzly when gorillas can get humbled by a change in weather. And I just love that gorillas in captivity and in the wild have no problems playing in the water. But when it falls out of the sky, it's suddenly unacceptable. Also, I don't know if you've seen that corgi that gave its owner a heart attack until she realized the only victim was a jar of jam. Turns out gorillas might have done the same to early explorers. One could only imagine seeing the blood-soaked fangs of this behemoth up close, only to realize grills come from the tannins in their diet, and for reference, tannins are the same ingredient that makes coffee bitter. And I think that's just gorillas in a nutshell. They look like they could do an absolute number on the human population, but I could not find one verified case of a gorilla murking a person. Attempts may have been made, but if you watch this video, you know she basically begged for it. Plus, it's captivity. In the wild,
humans being dumb always.
You actively have to try to get gorilla gloves put on you. They genuinely give you every possible warning before they do. And even if you ignore the chest beat, the flashing teeth, and all the other signs a gorilla might give you, usually the most they'll ever do is bluff charge. Now let me not be ridiculous, a gorilla could absolutely turn you into a human jigsaw puzzle. And for all I'm talking, a bluff charge from a gorilla would have my soul pump faking the higher power. But gorillas got stuck with the monster label, which means it distracted people from the fact that they're the most unserious animals on earth. What do I mean? Well, you remember what I said about silverbacks being fathers? Well, this is Hauko.
I think I have seen a video of this one.
His children. Problem is,
he ran away with
such a small
with the baby.
All of Hauko's infinite wisdom, he came.
They got to the baby.
He kidnapped her repeatedly. And yes, he did this with all of his children, proving it really is a game to him. I'm sorry, you can't. You're telling me I'm supposed to be afraid of this? This is chronically unserious. But not unsurprising, gorillas have a genuine sense of humor. Had Mary and Cooper have known, King Kong might have had a different storyline. Like Exhibit B, watch enough gorilla videos and you'll notice they have an interesting habit of grenading. As in, they'll throw something and
he came just to throw water.
Immediately run away like Skeletor. Now you could argue it's a territorial, non-verbal way to tell humans to F off. But that goes against my narrative, so I'm gonna disregard it. Also,
he's just trolling.
Times exactly like this. It's like, how am I not supposed to see this as a prank? And if you need more proof, Coco, the sign language speaking gorilla, once tied her caretaker's shoelaces together and then signed the word chase. Now I know there's been a dispute as to whether Coco actually learned sign language or was just a master mimic that learned sign language the same way dogs learn words like sit. There's a much more nuanced conversation to be had on whether Coco was a genuine case of comprehension or just memorization and regurgitation.
I could be wrong, but didn't she kill some of the cats? If I remember it right. I remember hearing talking about her, and I think she killed some of the cats. I don't know.
But that's not why I'm mentioning her here. It's because she was involved in one of the most absurd lawsuits I've ever read. In 2005, 3 female former staff members filed a lawsuit against the Gorilla Foundation because allegedly Coco was demanding that the workers flash her. And no, I do not mean with lights. According to Nancy Alpert and
how can you? I mean, you could give a lawsuit to the caretakers, but kind of strange to take offense to something that a gorilla do. Maybe the caretakers. Yeah, the caretakers.
And Kendra Keller, program director Francine Patterson, told them that Coco had an obsession of the mammary variety and pressured them to expose their upper halves to the gorilla.
What the fuck?
Even implying that their jobs would be in danger if they refused. They refused. And some of the quotes that will come out of this suit are almost too ridiculous to be
What the fuck?
And apparently Coco did not discriminate, with one man recounting a time Coco went up to him and demanded to see
man
his
and woman
at a party, no less. He didn't even say no. He said later. And according to him, Patterson
her face kind of
basically hit him with the, do you really want to say no to her? There were other complaints like unpaid overtime, dangerous work environment, them apparently storing gorilla urine in the same fridge they ate out of, but none as outrageous as a 350-pound bosom bandit. Especially when you find out Patterson would switch up majorly when big-time donors came around. What do I mean? Well, apparently whenever Coco would make one of her requests in front of a possible benefactor,
they would say another thing.
Say, oh, you know, nipple sounds like people. So what she's really saying is she wants to see more people. Yeah, they should have read the verdict right there, because who even lies like that? I don't think that's how sign language works.
Just
The case was settled
just
at a court,
using
but I guess we'll
the
never
fucking
know.
gorilla
To
to
be
get some
fair,
money, I
why
guess.
would multiple people lie about something like that? It means gorillas are the only animals to be formally accused of
What the
harassment
fuck?
of the essentially explicit kind. But it also proves that gorillas are just like us. They can multitask and focus on two things at once. I mean, they only share 98% of our DNA, and for the loud minority that's gonna somehow take offense, or make it racist, because I read the comments. I challenge you to spend a day watching a gorilla and tell me it's not an impulsive human in a fur suit. Like, I bet half of y'all didn't even realize that's a gorilla walking in the background. Yeah, this was a pretty unserious video for a remarkably unserious creature, but the point wasn't really to Disneyfy a wild animal. That's arguably as bad as turning them into monsters. But there is so much more to gorillas than a fade with Godzilla
That was
and
a
the US
monster.
Army, and I kind of wanted to show that. Especially when you realize gorillas have been getting slaughtered for as long as we've known about
Yeah,
them.
we
Bushmeat, for trophies, pets,
we
and
hunt.
sometimes just for the sport.
We
So us calling
hunt
them
and
dangerous is
hunted
kinda wild. But I get it.
everything.
Talk is cheap when it's in front of a green screen. So if this video gets 200,000 likes, I will meet a gorilla in person.
Nice.
Somewhere. Or an orangutan, and that works too. But until then, drink water, hug your mother, never smile at a gorilla. Fun fact, clearing your throat sends a much better message. And I'ma see y'all.
They take offense to showing teeth. Monkeys in general, I think. Apes.
Well, that's a good shot. She's looking like dead at it.
Okay. Oh yeah, there is this video too. This thing that they did 100 men versus a gorilla. Okay, that was the end. I'm sorry about the model kinda stuttering. I'm still trying to find a way to resolve that. But while I don't resolve, I have to still record and make a live, so yeah. If you liked it, please give a like, comment something, and subscribe. Yeah, that's it. Bye bye. Okay, that was one recording. Let me see. Let me put the name. I like to put the name after I do it, because later when I go post on gorilla video react. Okay, that's enough. Okay, that was one. Let's go to the next one. Let me start the recording. Alien Shadow. Hello. My model is kinda stuttering a little. I'm still trying to find a resolution to this problem. VC Face out of nowhere started not working, but I tried all the things, and they are stuttering too. It's not OBS, because even without OBS, it's stuttering. So sorry about that. Anyway, 50 minutes of Hollow EM crashing out. The original video is on the description. If you on computer you could open a new tab and let's play muted and give the original creator his views and a like too, would be very nice. And if you like my video, please give a like, comment something, recommending, or just, I don't know, saying whatever, and subscribe, please. Okay, let's go. 50 minutes of oh shit, wait, okay.
Did you know that Gigi is taller than you? It blew my mind.
Yeah, yesterday I watched you guys do this
Did
thingy,
you know
and I was
that
like,
everyone is taller than you? Wow, that really blew my mind.
140 centimeters. I think there is 2 girls on my university that are kinda on this type of size that I have seen. There is some really small girls out there. I think there is one that studies on the same region that me, the engineering region. And there is another one that I have seen walking around, but I don't know from where she is. But yeah, I have seen maybe she could be a little below 140 or a little above. I don't know right now. Okay,
How many
but I have
centimeters
seen
are you
some
taller than
girls
people?
small like that.
9.
Wow,
Oh,
that's a lot.
I
Are you taller
did
than
not hear her.
How many centimeters are you taller than people?
9.
Wow,
9
that's a lot.
centimeters.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
You know.
So
let me just weigh you
she's
or something.
149 centimeters. What the fuck?
I died.
What is this?
What
What is this game? Bow Bow. Bom, I was so happy when they win the VTuber of the year. When they win the affiliate thing, I forgot the name.
Try again. I don't know how many times I can try again. Boko-san, can you read it? What? It sounds just so. What? It says you want to continue unlimited credit. No, Penny's yours.
Shiorin! Oh, Terraria, I have Terraria. I pushed the game. I never played yet. I have a bunch of games that I pushed that I will be playing on stream. Yeah.
Supposed to mean.
Lovely, you're precious. You're breathtaking.
I'm pure too. I'm the purest member of Hololive.
Is that pure bullshit or?
You okay?
I remember that Pekura was really hooked on Terraria when she started playing. There was a bunch of streams that she did. I did not watch because I knew that I would play the game, so. But I remember seeing her play, look at the thumb and see how much time she played. That's crazy.
It's okay. It's okay. It happens. Like, it's okay. You're old, ancient, right? It
Did you
happens.
just call me old immediately? The collab hasn't even started.
I corrected myself. I said ancient.
You get like a power nap on the train, and I'm just
Iris.
like, really? And you're like, oh my god, that power nap worked so well, and I'm just like, really? That just makes me even more tired, honestly.
Oh yeah. I guess it depends how much you nap, because there is some people that there is some studies that say that sleeping in the evening after eating, I think, I don't know the right time, but there is some studies that say that it's good for you to sleep in the evening, but I'm not sure about that. I never feel good when I do that.
Young don't get tired easily. You shut up! What? Remember on the sign at the park it says, if you are of advanced age. Can I slap this rat right now? Can I slap this rat right now? I read the sign and I was like, oh, Iris looks like you're gonna sit this one out advanced age. Ow! 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 Shut up. Shut up. What do you mean advanced
Virus.
age? Advanced age? It's not that different.
She put out a soda. I don't know if I can find a place to buy here. Maybe I have to buy on the internet. I'm not sure about how to go about it.
It's not, okay? You're making me sound like I'm like a grandma or something. Okay, no, we're like
What the heck?
it's not that different, okay? It's not. Oh,
There's
wait,
a
I have an
motorcycle in the streets. What she said? Let me see.
announcement. It's not. Oh wait, I have an announcement.
Announcement.
What's up? Wait. What's it again?
Must be the advanced.
The
Great
advanced
announcement.
age.
Great announcement. See, I have a wise mind, but a young exterior.
You just advanced. Inside and out.
Bow bow.
I don't have any pajamas, so I don't think any sleepover parties happening, right? You can borrow my pajamas, but I think
It does fit.
Yeah, I'll give you my pajamas because even though I don't wear them to sleep, I have a lot. You'll fit mine.
Nice. It's okay. It's gonna smell like Novissa.
What the?
It's not a Novissa thing. It's a, a bird thing. Without you, Novissa, just a.
It's a doggy
you
thing.
smell like bird.
Well, sometimes you smell like dog.
Wait, the redstone has to go through the entire ones?
I think it's every 8, if I am not mistaken.
Wait, if we're going to
They
the
stopped
nether,
the
that
play
also
on the server, right?
does
I didn't
everything
see
divided by
anymore.
8. Seems like 8 is the
Play.
magic
The new thing that they had was just the in JP side the Gold Rush. I think is the name. I'm not sure. In the server, I forgot the name of the server. They kind of stopped playing.
Minecraft number M-I-N-E-C-R-A. Just like Minecraft is 8 letters.
Oh my god!
It is it.
Conspiracy!
I think it's 9.
Minecraft is 9 letters, Josh.
Okay.
It took you that long? Guess who else fell for it? Oh god. Go on.
Wait! Minecraft is 9 letters?
Okay, she got it later than I did. Okay.
M-I-N-E.
She got it later than I did. She got it later than I did.
She got it later than I did!
It's 9, Bebo.
You would lie to me? I believed you! You would lie?
8 letters.
First you lied, now you're gaslighting me? No, concept
Yeah,
I don't think that constitutes
It's
as
gaslighting. I
You're
would
just
think
lying.
that's a comment on your own intellectual ability.
Ooh.
I lost 6 out of 9 leaves, so I have 3 more.
Yeah, then you have to be very careful. I'm not gonna throw a piano at you.
I can't do math. Don't call me stupid the first 10 minutes! Oh my god! Rude!
Raura. What the heck?
It's okay. I'm gonna stand over here from now on, though.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving the stream. You guys can sing. You guys can sing along.
People always says embarrassing things. Why? I don't know.
You guys are both good at that.
Oh, what? Hi. What? That we stink? Stench? No stench. That's no
Dog stench.
I don't think that joke is very funny.
Well, it's late at night morning. Like morning, like 4 a.m. So it's
Ah,
technically morning.
the Enrico
Get away from
thing.
Get away from that.
Who is talking to you?
Maps. I love maps.
Ah, hello, Emerkind. There seems to be a pest around you. Let us not deal with pests.
Oh.
See,
Yes,
how
yes.
terrifying she is. She's calling me a pest.
Well, you couldn't save our relationship.
And
now,
not
could
that it
you?
needed saving.
Adventure.
You wish
nobody.
I was
You have
alone.
nobody. Your
You wish.
consort is alone.
My
You have
consort
nobody anymore.
My consort sent me a letter that is full of hope. It didn't mention a single word about you.
Yes, of course, because she has also sent me a letter.
Wait, really?
Give me that letter right now.
No.
Glares intently.
Did you just say
How
that?
much? how much wives Iris have. I can already see it.
Loud.
She probably tried a bunch of different girls.
Make sure people knew what I was doing.
She was playing around.
There is nothing but a blank expression on your face. No wonder why your consort has left you. Well,
You say as if your face is not a
good
blank
day.
expression the whole time, huh?
really good today. Hot pink one. Was there something? Was there someone around?
Hot pink one.
Oh. No, McQuaid, I don't see anyone.
Yes, that's what I thought. Yes.
If only I could harm.
Must be summertime.
Must be
Are a
the
lot of
wind.
mosquitoes around.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of buzzing in my ear.
Did you get my blessing, by the way, Queen?
What blessing?
Oh, it was a thing that was called blessing, you know?
I did not see. I do not check spam.
Which means she read it, which means she's cursed.
Ah, the banquet is starting soon. Let us go.
So, this is Nerissa's
There is a family.
Cute.
Why do they look like that?
Oh,
we're so cute.
Let's go! One more! Last round! Let's see if the mix-up teams will show us very surprising
Advent.
results.
Yeah.
So are bigger in power as the youngins.
Family field.
They're old.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're damn right.
But
Aren't you guys happy? Your senpais are winning.
No.
Aren't you happy for your senpais? No smile. No.
Aw, no happiness.
We just don't
Bow bow.
relate to this boomer energy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know if I was smart enough like my senpai.
Oh.
But it kind of shows the senpai. Maybe they're a little bit silly. You know, maybe their brains have gotten a little bit older.
What the?
I take back what I said.
What is this compliment?
Maybe growing older, but they're also growing bolder, so better be nice to us.
Oh wait, you mean Balder? Ha 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 ha! Thanks, chat. Ha ha ha!
Peter, you little shit!
Oh, you little shit! Yeah.
I'm polite and
Chiorin.
Hi.
Yeah, but you kind of reek like desperation.
What the fuck?
Adorable.
Desperation!
You're adorable. I accept you. I accept you.
Oh my god.
You're majestic.
But I reek like
Reek
desperation.
of desperation.
I think this is like a very good spot because we have like mountain, we have tons of ships, and
But it's so flat.
like you.
Oh.
Wanna fight, huh? Wanna go outside? Wanna
Out
fight?
of nowhere.
Someone hold me back.
I'm speaking.
Hold me back. You're talking about my in-game character, right? Rhoda? Rhoda?
No comment.
Rhoda? 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 Rhoda?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I
Laura?
think there is no signal.
Rhoda?
I'm busy.
Rhoda? Rhoda?
I'm getting hood.
Rhoda!
No, don't do it, people.
I'll kill you. I hate you. I hate you. Do you want to die?
No! You would never be able to kill me. My skin is impenetrable. Unpenetrable?
I feel like this is not enemies to lovers still because she just sounds like a middle schooler.
Chunibyo.
No, come back.
Don't cry.
Great asset. Great asset. Shut up. Shut up.
Hey, it's not to be jealous, okay? Just because you don't have great assets.
What
No
saying?
need to-
You're saying you have great assets that I don't have?
We can't go that
What?
Jealousy is a big green monster.
Assets on you right now. Look at that.
much money.
Look at that body.
Look at
that.
speak for yourself.
That
Look at
stick
that.
body. There's no assets there.
Great asset.
Look at you.
I know. What do you guys
It has been some time that I don't see
You're like
anyone playing this game. Now people are playing Repo.
No.
And there is some new games,
you're struggling.
group games like this. I forgot the name.
Consider help out, Norissa. You pulling your weight. Wow. she is
part of the
pulling
puzzle
all
put
of her
together. Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
When you're in a survival situation, you always have to take care of your place to stay first. You don't have to make it fancy. You don't need a house. A hole is enough. However, you do always need a bed because
Water
Me,
and
it's
food.
too much to understand. What's she saying? What's she saying? What's she saying?
I was doing.
Speak too much.
What? I speak too much?
Wait, is this a mini katana? Wait, I'm taking this.
Yeah. You
A
can't
mini
like,
katana?
pull it out all the way though. So it's just like your katana.
Hey,
can pull it out.
It's
It's just so shiny that it's dark.
for you.
Uh, okay.
Pull it out then. Pull it out right now. Yeah. Let me see it. Yes, pull
Pull it out.
What are you guys pulling out? We're gonna judge right here, right now.
Hold on, I'm having a little trouble.
Oh, performance anxiety.
Performance anxiety.
You
Is that one
wanna
way
see? You
to
wanna?
get
You wanna
enough
see my
power?
sword? You wanna see my katana?
Stop showing everyone your sword. You can't even pull it out.
What the fuck?
Dang
You
it!
got some performance anxiety right there.
Guys, objectively, no one likes
Ah, the
matcha.
cough
I'm
tea
sorry about
thing.
How dare you say that to the greens in this room?
Matcha's
Yeah.
say that.
Matcha's my favorite. What are you
is what
on
it is.
about? Nauda!
Just take the loss.
It's
You got the
grass.
loss.
It needs sugar to taste
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
No, it
matcha.
doesn't.
You know
Even
the matcha
tons of
dessert.
sugar.
It needs
Tea
so much sugar.
versus
Real matcha
coffee.
tastes like grass.
Tell them.
It doesn't though.
I
That's
normally
you have an
drink more
unrefined
coffee.
palate, little baby, with
Well,
your
you
little
have a
baby
weak
cum.
palate.
But I was thinking about Gora.
Oh, you stink.
Day 28, day 28, I think. June 28, Saba is gonna stream, I guess, debut. This random VTuber that came to my mind when I look at the Gura.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Excuse me? What did you say to me?
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. No, sorry, so sorry. What's your name?
Go,
No.
Go.
I was just zoning out for a second. I'm so sorry. I'm just panicking.
It makes me want to go.
What was your name? Sorry.
I am Gao.
Gao.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad name. Haha, just kidding. I'm kidding.
Nice to meet you, Gao.
That was very rude.
Nice to meet you, nice friend. What is your name? I'm Mokoko. But my memory's a bit fuzzy.
Oh.
It's just fuzzy above your head,
fuzzy.
perhaps.
How can you read that?
Perhaps.
I thought I was the only one.
I too.
Oh
can
yeah,
read.
that was the thing
That's
at the
crazy.
beginning
It says
of
dumbass
the.
above.
Whoa, excuse me.
That was the thing at the beginning of in Reco.
It says you are.
The
Dumber times
war
two.
roleplay thing.
That's a lot of words.
I know. More than you could ever learn.
Okay, that was the end. Oh, my video. My VOD. I think it's a VOD when I was streaming, not on YouTube. Okay, that's it. If you like it, please give a like, comment something, and subscribe. Bye bye. Oh man, my model. It's stuttering too much. It's kinda pissing me off, but I tried to fix it and I couldn't. And I could not react. Okay. What the fuck? Hello, yeah, crashing out. React. Okay, not saved. Let me give you a look at how the stream is doing really fast. So yeah, I'll be trying every day to fix it, but I have no idea what to do. I tried it yesterday to yesterday I tried to give a look to fix it, but I can't. Okay. Out of the way. Another video. Let's go. I don't know if you're gonna watching another one after this one. Maybe not. Only 4 is enough. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's not late yet. Okay. Hello, hello. So, my model is with a little problem. VC Face yesterday started giving me problem and I don't know what to do to fix it. But I will be trying. But while I try, I will still be making videos. So, here we are. It's stuttering a little, I don't know why. It's not the OBS. Okay. The original is on the description. If you can open a new tab and let the video play muted and give a like to the original creator, would be nice to give his view and things like that. If you like my video, please give a like, comment and subscribe. Okay, let's go. Eastern European stereotypes. I know a little. I don't know too much. I know that a bunch of them is what's the name? I forgot. The communist thing. They were a part of. They were a part of the. Fuck it. I know there is some of them that were in wars too, but I don't know specific things.
A magical place where
Yeah.
dreams, hopes, and aspirations go to die.
I'll
and
decide.
ugly British men go to get laid. Its exact location is a bit controversial as everyone from
Let me
ugly
see.
British men go to get laid.
Supermarket operates Europa visit. 3 depressing realities about life in Eastern Europe. Okay.
Its exact location is a bit controversial as everyone from this group copes and pleads how they're Central Europe, but we all know everything east of Vienna is Russia in denial. Despite this, even though Eastern Europe has played a crucial role in educating the masses on how not to organize their economies, very few people know the accurate stereotypes from the region, and very
I
often
don't
resort
know
to depicting everyone and anyone
too
from
much.
this region as Russians with slightly different variations.
Holy shit.
So, to correct this mistake, here are Eastern European stereotypes explained.
Hungary.
If there's one country that constantly seems
nice.
to stir the pot in Europe, then that is none
That's
other
a
than
nice
Hungary. A country that constantly seems
a nice
to stir the pot.
bigode. I don't know how to say in English. How do I say bigode in English? I forgot now. This thing here we call bigode.
In Europe, then that is none other than Hungary. Throughout Europe, Hungary as a country tends to have a reputation as a troublemaker when it comes to everything
Troublemaker.
and anything political. The EU is voting to pass a new law that criminalizes chucking cats off bridges into a river. Well, guess who's gonna veto that one? Who else but Hungary? As a people, though, the Hungarians are usually stereotyped as being quite cold, reserved, apprehensive, and
But that isn't that how everyone from these places are stereotyped as? At least to us Latinos, I guess to us Latinos, everyone is kinda cold there. Because we have a much more we are much more okay with touching, hugging, talking, these things.
don't like to venture out of their own circle. Throughout the Balkans, they're not the most well known for being able to speak a different language other than Hungarian, because of which everyone and anyone makes fun of them for it. Alongside this, Hungarians are renowned for their pessimism. No matter how good things are going, how nice something is, Hungarians will always find a reason to think it's not going to last and everything will collapse into misery and suffering. Sort of like my last relationship. This is so prevalent throughout the Hungarian psyche that there is even a saying about this in Hungarian. Sírva vigod a magyar, which roughly translates to the Hungarian is jobs in Hungarian. Sírva vigod a magyar.
Sírva vigod a magyar. Sírva vigod a magyar.
Which roughly translates to the Hungarian is jolly while crying. Essentially, they're like a bunch of emos.
There is sometimes that I don't see this video.
Black and having a questionable hairstyle, have to stick sour cream in everything they eat, and speak the language of the Martians from Mars Attacks. If you've ever seen a man on a hot summer day strutting down the city, rocking the renowned socks and sandals combo, alongside with a white wife beater and a mullet, then my friend, you've encountered a Czech. Throughout the Slavic world, the Czechs are seen as the most composed of the bunch, except for maybe the Slovenians.
There are two types.
We all know seen as the most composed of the bunch, except for maybe
two types of Slovenian males, Muffin Boy and
the Slovenians.
Robo kinda like a guy. What the fuck?
So we don't count them. While other Slavs love to spend their time in bars and pubs, drinking the most disgusting, revolting, gag reflex-inducing brandy or vodka their grandpa personally spent their weekend brewing and ended up making in a tub whose fumes blinded the entire village for 5 days.
What the heck?
To je domaća, majku ti jebem. Kad sam je peko, cijela ulica halucinirala 3 dana od isparenja. 40 ljudi prijavilo policiji da je vidjelo boginju Šivu.
The Czechs instead like to drink good old beer.
What the fuck is this video?
Proximity to the Germans made them stereotyped as the most functional among the Slavs and the most stuck up as well. Stereotyped as the most functional among the Slavs and
wait, let me hear again.
Made them stereotyped as the most functional among the Slavs.
Most functional? How Czechs see themselves compared to the rest of the Slavs? They brush the same toilets in Germany.
Most stuck up as well. Many even just like to call them Slavic-speaking Germans. And if you're ever in Czechia, don't shy away from saying this to the locals. They'll absolutely adore you for it.
Ooh. Poland?
If the Czechs are the Slavs who have their shit the most together, then the Poles would be the most unhinged.
Ooh.
Well, in the US,
Seems
Poles
fun.
are usually stereotyped as being slow and not having the best of brain function. In Europe, they are stereotyped as the most hyperactive, high-energy.
I did not know about that.
Every time you log on the internet and find some bizarre fever.
The thing that I know about Poland is the things that we see in the internet nowadays about they not letting, they protecting the borders or something like that, and the prime minister or is the president? I don't know. talking about it.
Clip on it, such as a homeless guy being spray painted silver,
what the fuck?
a guy screaming at some poor lost animal in the city, or just simply annoying the tram driver. You just know.
I heard that kurva.
From Poland. Besides operating on another plane of existence, the Poles are also stereotyped as being extremely religious.
Oh yeah, there is this one too. This one you, one of the most Catholics.
As a result, the Poles tend to take
here I think we are the most I think here Brazil is one of the most Catholic countries, if I not misremembering. Brazil Catholic. In the world. Yes, Brazil does have the largest Catholic population in the world. Yeah, I was right about that. It's one of the most Catholic Catholic. It's in the top 10. Let me see here. I don't know from when this is. Oh, here. There is one here. Top 1 Brazil, second Mexico, Philippines, 1 United States, Italy, France, Colombia, Poland. 87% of the population. But there is, I guess, how much people you have in your country count to, I don't know.
Catholicism quite seriously. This essentially originates from Poland.
We are very
constantly
Catholic
invaded,
here, Joe.
annexed, and divided amongst its neighbors. As such, the church was the mainstay of Polish language, tradition, heritage, culture, and literature. Because of this, the church came to play a big part of life for Poles,
The
and
monks
as a result, helped in the creation of this stereotype.
dancing. What the hell? My trophy.
Now, you think that a
Okay.
group of countries that is located this far
Estonia,
east of the continent would accept that
Latvia,
they are,
Lithuania.
Eastern Europe. But no, we're not Eastern Europe, we're Northern Europe, we're Nordic, bro, please.
Nordic?
But regardless of what their European pronouns are, one thing is for certain. Please. But
Estonians explain how they are essentially Scandinavians.
regardless of
The
what their
Vikings. They want to be Vikings descendants.
pronouns are, one thing is for certain. Their food is
I mean,
a cardinal
Vikings are
sin
cool,
against
but
humanity and everything good and holy. If you want your plate to look like something that came out from the chum bucket, the Baltic cuisine is the
what the fuck is
As
this
a whole,
shit?
the people are also known as professional Russia haters. Pray to God that if you ever enter in a competition on hating Russia, that your opponent isn't an Estonian. But considering
I mean, if you that by history, a bunch of these countries were part of the Soviet Union, right? So there's probably some fighting in the past about it.
the Russians more or less tried to wipe
Oh, I
their
remember
heart
the name. The name Soviet Union.
culture and people off the face of the earth, it's kind of expected. Next up, we have Moldova. Now, if you ever seen
Moldova.
someone online describe themselves as Balkan/Eastern European and create content about that region without ever specifying from what country they're from exactly, then my friend, you've stumbled upon a Moldovan.
Moldovan.
Essentially, Moldovans are stereotyped as basically Russified Romanians. Although they might speak Romanian, have the same culture as Romanians, and share the same genes as Romanians, if you're Romanian, good luck trying to decipher anything someone with a
What the heck?
Chisinau accent said. They're also known as the world's biggest drinkers as well.
Oh.
And to be fair, if most of your country looked like an endless doomer montage,
Yeah.
you drink too. It also doesn't help that they are some of the best makers of wine, for which they were known throughout the Soviet Union.
Soviet Union.
Depending
Ukraine.
on whether you're a batshit insane liberal or a completely demented conservative, you either think that the Ukrainians are the most perfect heroic heroes that
No.
are fighting to keep our democratic freedoms,
Every place there is good and bad.
so much as say anything slightly critical of the country, you are a piece of shit Botnik that should go and lick the dirt off of Putin's boots
What the
and
fuck?
die! Or that they're the most corrupt Nazi sympathizers in the world, that the global elite, consisting of Klaus Schwab, Biden, Ursula von der Leyen, and Taylor Swift, is using as their pawns in an effort to achieve complete and utter world domination. And Zelensky
What the fuck?
himself is actually a shape-shifting fascist lizard man who eats US gold reserves for breakfast.
You know how the internet is. People can't have a normal middle ground opinion. You have to be or in on the side or in the other. So
However, if you haven't been lobotomized and take modern political discussion out of the equation, Ukrainians are generally stereotyped as everyone else in Eastern Europe, being cold, living in grey Minecraft blocks, and eating everything and anything that's been stuffed in a barrel with vinegar for half of the year. Amongst the Western world, their women are known for their beauty and charm, therefore the country is a cesspool of wannabe alpha male passport bros that make YouTube videos on how to pick up a trad wife Ukrainian girl, and not one of those icky
what the
sticky-
fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
dinky American girls that only know how to charge their phone, twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie. Apparently they also eat a lot of pig lard and borscht.
Once again, I
Pig
would
lard.
like to make this very clear. I am gay.
In the past, your average Russian was stereotyped as a cold, goofy man with a thick accent that does stupid shit in the tundra, such as
like
wrestling a bear,
to drink
driving
vodka
like a
in the
fucking
morning.
idiot, drink copious amounts of vodka,
Yeah.
and pass out in the most random of places. However, ever since Putin just had to go and conquer more territory because God knows Russia being the largest country by landmass doesn't have enough of it, the Russians have started to be stereotyped as essentially an incompetent
Fiery nation.
who can't even conquer the southern water tribe, let alone boss and say. Brain-dead liberals stereotype them as the second coming of the Huns and as the scourge of the earth, while cognitively inhibited conservatives perceive them as some conservative value
As always, the two extremes being crazy.
crusaders who are here to free the world from wokeism and slay the evil stinkman Zelensky, who has almost sucked the entire Federal Reserve dry. At the end of the day, if you have a pulse, you probably have your own stereotype about these guys. In conclusion, and yeah, those would be some of the more popular stereotypes about these countries.
Nice.
If you enjoyed this video, as always, give it a
Nice
like,
video, nice video.
subscribe button.
I knew a
If you
little
enjoyed
bit,
it, become a member like these wonderful people.
but it's always good to learn a little more. What? What the heck is this music? Douglas Hobby Bomba. Intro song. Okay. Okay. If you liked this video, please. Oh, there is something on Brazil here. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment something, and subscribe. Okay. Sorry about the model. I'm still trying to make it work. Okay. Eastern European stereotypes. Let me okay. React. What the fuck? Okay, it's saved. One more video, I think. It's getting later here. Just memes, just to end the day, I guess. Okay. Hey, my model is with a little problem. This face is giving me problems, but I still have to make videos. So while I try to resolve it, I'll still be streaming and recording videos. Just some memes. Well, some memes. I thought it would be nice to do something like that. So if the original video is on the description, if you can go and give the original creator his like, and maybe let the video play on the background to give his views while you watch mine. Muted, you mute the video and let it play on the background. Yeah, that's it. If you like my video, please give a like, comment something, and subscribe. And I saw about the model, he's kinda stuttering because of the problem with the VC face. I'm still trying to see how to resolve it. Okay, let's start. Let's see how much. 50. Okay. I have seen
lady
this
and
video.
supermarket worker have gotten into the habit of having a standoff every time they see each other. They look so dumb, but I love them. I bet you didn't know that you needed a video of an armadillo catching a bull right now.
We eat those here. Sorry, not that wholesome, but I never eat it myself. But I have seen people talking about eating it. I don't know if they can or not, they cannot, but there is that curiosity, I guess.
Oh, did you? Studies show that watching a beaver eat cabbage lowers stress by 17%. Thinking about him. Are those parrots? Canadian photographer captures polar bears frolicking.
I have seen a video of parrots like that, of a guy in a bicycle with 2 blue parrots, I think, if I not remember it right, but he don't put them in nothing. He lets them he lets them fly, and they come back at him. It's kind of nice.
In a field of fireweed, a panda sitting in a pool, twiddling its legs. Baby giraffe loves to smile. Sometimes you just have to take a pause and enjoy a photogenic baby
My university is in the middle of a place where there is a bunch of animals. Sometimes some snakes, some spiders, and some sloths appear inside the thing, the place. The other day there was a sloth there. Well, it was kind of funny to see.
sloth. He's very suspicious of people stealing his tail. Dog thinks the bone is real. Get him a real bone, or I'm calling the police. This man just pulled an Uno reverse card on the bear. He's inflating him. Stop it. This cat has the most beautiful eyes. I actually thought she was a photorealism painting. The most majestic poop of all time. I accidentally left my back door open and came home to this. I don't know if I should run and call the police, or just let him chill. My dog was declared cancer-free today, so I'm reverse searing his steak.
Cancer free. Probably made a
That horse isn't even galloping, it's running like a human. A sloth playing with water. Sloths are both cute and creepy in equal measures. Today I picked up a new hobby, drawing stick figure arms on birds. Scientists recently discovered that rats love driving tiny cars, even when they don't get treats. And put in mazes adapted to tiny cars, the rats just enjoyed cruising around. This is Lemon, and he absolutely loves sliding down hills, blessing your eyes with Arctic weasels, because honestly...
I heard they smell awful. There's people that have and I confounded. Yeah, I confounded them with ferrets. I think I am mistaking the animal right now.
Just look at them. Baby chinchilla. For the love of God, someone hug him. To brighten up your day, here's a baby platypus. If there's a scary predators, how do you explain this? As if something with ears that adorable could possibly be deadly. He broke
probably
a plate
the deadliest, one of the, if not the deadliest, one of the deadliest animals in the planet.
Scared of the punishment. No, I broke it. Let him go. Today I learned about the Arabian sand boa.
What the fuck?
Looks like a child's best effort at drawing a snake. Should I take my dog to the vet? I would. Can we normalize guys complimenting other guys? Hey, you're killing it, my guy. Superb idea, fellow dude. Nice homie. Man gets cancer on cancerous growth, killing the growth and ending his cancer.
This can happen? Kinda strange.
Dog has her own special way of getting out of the pool. He showed her how to pet him. My heart. A cockatoo socializing with veterinarian staff. Look at this dude, having the time of his life. Adorable is what it is. Kissing your pet and seeing their reaction. They use the same pink dye that they use on banknotes. This makes ivory unsellable, and it can't be consumed. The animals are not harmed, and it is saving their lives. Stray kangaroos are a lot like regular kangaroos, except they're twice as fluffy, and almost resemble small tree-dwelling bears. God dropping new animals with no release date whatsoever. Just like that. Lately, the only emotion I've ever had is lazy frog. When you live in a bad neighborhood, but you know everyone. That is the goat. Friend. This still cracks me up. Like, can you imagine you're 130 years old, and suddenly...
It's a baby hippo. Hippo are very aggressive.
A gigantic alien baby starts following you around. What do you mean, I can't hold the water? My mom made a 2-person mittens so my dad and her can hold hands on walks. The best
Kinda
face swap
cute.
ever. I don't need to see this. Oh, the big gator missed the food and got
That's a
embarrassed.
very
Poor guy.
green-
The lion looks like he...
The first time that I see a gator green like that, probably because of the water, where he is, but I never saw a gator as green as this one.
Missed the food and got embarrassed. Poor guy. The lion looks like he forgot where he parked his car. Look at this beautiful boy. This looks like a traffic cone strapped to a swan. Ever noticed how uncanny animal camouflage is? These animals disappear into their environments like a ninja. Ella, stay back a little bit. No, he wants to cuddle. And this whole dinosaur bird, just let her do it. Sometimes I forget that there are wild hamsters. Like, now this is what I'm talking about. Just let her do it. Sometimes
I could have imagined it, but I never thought about wild hamsters. I never saw one. Huh. Nice.
Forget that there are wild hamsters. Like, now this is what I'm talking about. I don't know where the term scaredy cat came from. Is cats really acting like God left them in charge? Tibetan foxes. Looks like someone tried to draw a normal fox and couldn't get the face
First
right.
time I
What
saw
see
it, I
versus
did
what
not
the
believe
cat
that
sees
they
before
looked
I pet
like
it.
that.
They associate this stance with love. Please look at this picture of my friend's cat who had to get shaved for surgery. Gave Peanut a bath, and after drying him, he stuck out his hand for me to hold. UPS has a page where the drivers can post about all the dogs they meet on the job. Thank me later. Just washed my cow. Tell her she's
Holy
cute.
shit.
Just a chubby penguin. He has his own
Very
figure.
good cow.
I'm crying. My teacher's son is off for spring break, and she brought him to class in his Godzilla costume. Went to the zoo today, and I'm 99%
African
sure
cheetah.
that's not a cheetah. Undeniable evidence
It's
that's
not?
new
Let
today,
me see.
and I'm
It's
99%
a-
sure that's not a cheetah. Undeniable
dog.
evidence that Snoopy is really a beagle. A deer wandered into my front yard. It stopped to watch my neighbor's little dog. My cat stopped to watch the deer. I stopped to watch my cat, and I stopped to read this post. Food isn't allowed in the living room. His tablet isn't allowed in the kitchen. He beat the system. I quit. Family back to school picture. If I don't hold the sign to,
Day of
I am going
work,
to
fifth
scream.
grade,
Okay,
second-
this one take to school picture. If I don't hold the sign to, I am going to scream. Okay, this one takes it home this year. My cat is afraid of baths, so in order to get him into one, I have to fill it with rubber ducks.
You
Oh
need to
boy,
work it.
this is not
What
the
the heck?
floor. This mama cat sent her kitten to the hospital to get help. He's undercover. Let me know if you can find him. My goal was to graduate before I reached 100 years of age.
Nice.
I made it with 33 years to spare. Name a better dad. I'll wait. Dog fakes a broken leg to get pets and treats from tourists. I support the hustle. My dog had a cast put on his paw and is simply defeated. Got my first job on the 10th day of my release from prison. Starting from the
Nice.
bottom up. Progress is the best feeling in the world. I love posts like this. It shows realistic and relatable growth, which often isn't shown on social media. Baby
I just need
capybara is taking
I just need better pieces for my PC.
shelter under a capybara statue.
Oh yeah, I commented mic, a good mic. So next month I think it gets here. Anything I will have a better mic to talk.
Bought my hamster a little hamster bed, and we do everything together. Disney has people thinking that wild animals are friendly. Most important thing you'll see today, it was when he picked up his back leg that did it for me. Dog and lion bond. Dogs are, I don't even know why they're doing this.
There is, I think I remember I saw a video about it. The dog is like a mom to the lions. When they fighting, she goes and stop them. She kind of created them, I guess. I could be wrong.
Sweet dreams, my pink friend. This is the only picture I want to look at for the rest of my life. One of my friends got chased by Little Pig during his bike ride. This is the opposite of a problem. I bought a mini toy laptop for my dog, so he can at least look like he's helping support this family. When you thought for sure you were about to get eaten, but it's just a human wanting to take a selfie with you. May I offer you a tiny frog in these troubled times?
Holy
in case
shit,
you
a bunch
haven't
of
seen one
frogs.
before. Here is a baby bison. Today, I learned that this
Bison.
exists. It's that thing.
What is this? Viscacha? I think I have seen a photo, but I did not know the name.
you, buddy. I don't know what this is, but I relate. If you feed a moose, it may become aggressive and attack the next human it meets if it has no food to offer. Feeding a moose is my favorite hobby now. Yeah, this is what you call sand
Holy
art,
shit.
and it's pretty impressive.
Very
but I don't
good.
plan on reading all of that, so you can if you want. Haven't been able to stop. It's pretty impressive. But
Sand art is one of the most intricate forms of art, as you have to master working with such a volatile material. Artists who work with sand create amazing sculptures that from a distance might even seem real if they are life-sized. Andoni Basta Rica uses sand to express his artistic vision and took it to a whole new level. His creations feature bulls, sharks, and other creatures that they look very impressive at a closer look.
I
Okay,
don't plan on
nice.
reading all of that, so you can if you want. Haven't been able to stop thinking about this picture. The warmth, the scrunched face, ears. I'm so happy for her. I frolicked for the first time ever today, bro. Y'all ever frolicked before? Why did no one tell me about this? I was taking a nice picture of a llama.
What the
and
heck?
then photo of mice sprawling on a subway platform. Wins Wildlife Photography Award. You can't even understand how many years
What the
I've
fuck?
waited for a picture like this. You really can't understand.
Kiwi
Kiwis are
the-
always relevant. Got the feeling
Kiwi
my
the-
gecko doesn't
the
like
animal
me.
and
Me
the
too.
fruit.
Typical. You spend an hour stacking toads, and not one of the miserable sods will smile for the camera. Honestly, I don't know why I bother. A mouse that went into Mission Impossible mode in my house. The best part is these frogs would be too little for the tiger to see them as food, but anything big enough to eat the food would probably catch its attention. Smart little frogs ride big kitty boat.
Nice.
Taxi cat. Want to know what a cow looks like washed and
Holy shit.
blow-dried?
That's a beautiful cow.
This is what a cow looks washed and blow-dried. Look at this. Look at this happy fox. Throwback to...
It seems like there is people trying to breed foxes so they can be domesticated animals.
Last year, when I made a snowman, and it started to melt but refroze overnight. I work in an animation studio with some of the best artists I've ever met, and this is the pumpkin that won our carving contest yesterday. Would you slap him for $88 million? No, absolutely not. The only thing I'm slapping on him is a little kiss. I would. I'm not
Cute.
sure what kind of luck the $115 frozen pizza badger is supposed to bring, but I'm not taking any chances. Oh my gosh, I have 2
What
hands
the
and
fuck?
3 foods. Oh, poor little dude. I have never seen
Put
an
on
animal
the
look more
mouth.
distressed. Dog paws look like tiny koalas. Behold, a 120-year-old rhododendron. They rarely grow into anything
Rhododendron.
larger than a shrub, yet alone a tree. Why doesn't this have more likes? Because we're scared. Dirk has $300 million and his wife still sends him to games with a plate of leftovers wrapped in tinfoil. My boyfriend and I got really competitive making gingerbread houses, picking up the pieces and moving on. How
Ooh,
do
nice.
cats even work? Don't question it. Moist boys. I've never seen wet lion manes. I never imagined
It
this.
seems like emo lions.
This is too much. I have so many fields. I love them all. The unholy trinity of creatures that look like each other, but aren't even related. I sold a rug to someone on Marketplace, and they just sent me this picture with the message,
Nice.
"Little man is chuffed. It's a baby dragon. No, don't eat your tail. Baby donkeys are so underrated. Cats of the apocalypse. For the record, these are amazing. Death is most peaceful. I find it sobering. Dog finds the fluffiest dogs in daycare, so she can nap on them.
Nice.
Woman shocked. A Singapore community cat looks dead, but it was just very calm as kids decorated it. Boba tea. I think you guys need to see this table that's for sale near me.
What the
This
heck?
thing looks like it jumped out of a Disney movie. Pomeranian, Japanese Spitz, and Samoyed are just evolutionary stages of the same Pokemon. This one on the bottom right is trying really hard to be a good cupcake. Spot the cupcake. Mice and jumpers. Stuart Little. Today I learned that
Cute mice.
conservationists recycle Wimbledon tennis balls as predator-proof shelters for them. This kitten smiling bigger than the little girl for a photo. 1955. My mom had a little lemon tree in her backyard for a year, and this is her first lemon. Thankful to this unknown man for striking a pose and for not messing with my camera setup after he stumbled upon it. Also added a bobcat using a lock just a
Ooh.
couple weeks prior.
Nice.
Accidentally washed a piece of Halloween confetti down the sink, and I'm afraid to say the plug hole is now very haunted. 90-year-old tortoise fitted with wheels after rat attack can now go twice as fast.
Rat
I don't know what
attack.
that says. Homeboy did not have to flex that hard. Rat attack can now go twice as fast.
The rat attacked the tortoise? What?
I don't know what that says. Homeboy did not have to flex that hard in the third picture. I airdropped this to my mom. I'm alone.
Okay.
I care you. Oh, that poor baby monkey. This is so pure. I'm obsessed with this therapy horse that looks like it has the soul of a murdered Victorian era child. I heard a light knock on my door and went to answer it, and it was my landlord's dog bringing me a stick. I painted this for my husband. It was the first piece I ever finished. He never stops talking about the cat he had growing up, so this was the best I could give him. Heart-shaped stoplights. This would 100% make highways a happier place. Today in art class, our teacher was absent, and our substitute was one of the animators.
There is people that just don't care.
Dog. After my teacher was absent, and our substitute was one of the animators for Courage the Cowardly Dog. After mom scolded the little girl for using her face cream, this dog defended and protected the baby. This dog loves his veggies so much that he stole a cabbage from the neighbor's farm. This makes me so happy. That's a very good, clear message that is surprisingly hard to articulate. You go, dragon, you go. My friend's cat brings him mushrooms every day. No mice, no insects, only mushrooms. Ethical
My
dilemma.
cat always bring things from the outside. Some pieces of papers, piece of things, and she makes a noise, a bunch of noise when she brings something.
The cats are meowing for you to come play with them, but are in separate rooms and are watching you, so they will know if you choose the other cat. I'm actually just bringing both of the cats into my room. Thinking about this badass from North Carolina who single-handedly saved 2100 types of apples from going into extinction. This is my cat. That is not my house. When Granny knows you love science, she makes you little things like this, not to impress. I saw Guts from Berserk with huge muscles and decided to gain muscles. Don't I look cute? It's so messed up.
If you do something like that, you have to do for yourself, not to other people, you know? You have to do so you can feel good about yourself.
Like this and can kill you. She rated the movie 12 out of 10 and loved meeting her idol. I fell asleep on the couch and woke up with this cat on my lap. I have 3 cats and this isn't one of them. My favorite part of lockdown was when zoos just started introducing animals to each other like, hey look at this lizard. Imagine waking up one morning, having a stretch and opening your bedroom curtains, and there in your window plant box are 3 sleeping squirrels. This is the cutest nope I have ever seen. No wonder their pit stops have been the fastest this season. It's dead summer. Your mum comes home from the store with these. What do you call these? And what is the best color?
Is this?
Mother and son are becoming father and daughter. This dude letting his squirtle. And what is the best color? Mother and son are becoming father and daughter. This dude letting his squirtle play on his phone while riding the subway is the backbone of our society. Cute old couple got play on his phone while riding the subway is the backbone of our society. Cute old couple got on CNN because they found a dog-shaped tomato in their garden. My little bro wants to be Ice Cube so bad. Seems like Ice Cube to me. Happy birthday, lol homie. Taking big man for ice cream. Came home drunk last night and got way too excited to see my cat. Pet beds were on sale and I had a coupon, so Guts got a new bed.
Comfy.
It's very plush and he likes it a lot. That's a weird looking dog, but he's still a cute dog. It's nice you bought a bed for your croissant. They got Crocs for dogs. Dog passed out and the Roomba thought it was furniture. Found the real life ghost emoji. Saw this dog waving goodbye to everybody exiting the grocery store. There was a coyote outside. You know what that means. Coyote vest time. Not today, coyotes. Some personal news. We're replacing our countertops tomorrow, and I'm so excited. Mainly because we got to remove this abomination of a kitchen sink. It took Snorlax 18 because we got to remove this abomination of a kitchen sink.
Who made
Snorlax
this?
18
Why?
years to get up, so be like Snorlax and never give up. Absolutely insane that my friend's dog that looks like this has not gone viral yet. Friend goals. This is a gang. My 10-year-old brother called me to tell me he had a girlfriend and then sent me this. Her scrunchie is on my wrist. Sounds pretty serious. 19 years later, she's a pilot, just like her dad. He doesn't even know he is a cat. My technician leaves me notes about things I should know before I enter a patient's room. I think my technician needs a raise. She is his wife, not daughter. My dog goes to work. I think my technician needs a raise. She is his wife.
My technician leaves a note about things I should know before I enter a patient's room. She's his wife, not that.
Not daughter. My dog goes to work with me every day, and my boss got him a Christmas bonus. My uncle didn't go to school, so here I am, teaching him how to write.
Português, Jesus Felipe Lira. Julissa.
I did
Nice.
work for a 91-year-old grandma with cancer, and his invoice is now going viral. This is better than the kiss cam when it lands on old couples. This cat walks into a grocery store, steals some treats, and ends up taking a nap. People are so weird. What do they
He
even
got started
want?
in
The
the
only
middle.
thing people want. Anytime my grandparents ask Alexa to play a song, they always say thank you afterwards. My nan has dementia, and every day she meets my dog for the first time and falls in love with him over and over again. Yeah, both of my grandparents have dementia. Really bad. This is really nice. My mom watching her
grandparent, my my father had dementia too.
baby, hold her own baby. This is the sweetest picture I've ever seen. I get an email every time
He would just walk around.
I get a package delivery to my apartment mailroom. It's supposed to be a photo of the label, but there's this one guy, a man and a grey goose named Maria, formed a close relationship. She would wait for him every morning at the park where they would walk together. She even chases away any other geese and any dog that gets too close to him. 10 pounds. Throw back to when my dad forgot I'm a doctor. Yes. Where are you? Hospital. Why? I study and work here. Birds
Nice.
then, one of the most dangerous carnivores in the post-dinosaur era. Larger than a fully grown man. Runs up to 30 miles per hour. Birds now. Scared of doorbells. My roommate's dog likes to sit on my lap while I'm working, and on Zoom my boss was like, oh gosh, please introduce that cute baby. So I unmuted myself and was like, this is Evie. But it turns out my boss was talking to one of my co-workers who had a literal human infant. Concerned about the loss of our bees, Morgan Freeman converted his 124-acre Mississippi ranch into a bee refuge. He's hired a gardener, filled acres with clover, planted hundreds of flowering trees, and purchased 26 hives, and has turned himself into a beekeeper. We have just had our patio done, and my 6-year-old has loved going out and helping the builder, so it made his day to receive this. What an example of kindness. Pay packet. Harry, for passing bricks, pointing brickwork, mixing cement, loading stone, taking pictures of blackbirds and spider, saying why more times than I have ever heard anyone say why. I'm being a smashing little guy, minus tax and national insurance. My sister died yesterday and can't explain how much I appreciate my English professor's compassion right now. Alyssa, I don't know what to write. I have 2 sisters, and anyway, take all the time you need. No documentation needed, and you don't need to promise not to take another extension. I'm giving you blank flexibility in advance. You have already done good work so far, and my goal is for you to get something positive out of the class. And after what's just happened, if you participate to the extent possible, I'll make that work. Take care of yourself. George, the dog has been depressed for 2 years since his best friend of 12 years, a Labrador named Blackie, died. This has actually ruined my day.
Okay, I guess that is it. If you liked the video, please give a like, comment something, and subscribe. And sorry about the model stuttering. I will be trying to resolve this, but while I don't resolve, I will still have to be making videos, right? Okay, bye bye. And that was the last one for today, I think. Yeah. Let me name the video. I am hungry. The best memes react. Okay, and with that, I think that's it. It was faster than I thought, but I guess the videos from today were different. They were faster videos of today. So I think I'm gonna be doing one day yes, one day no, these reaction streams, and then I recorded the videos and post it on my channel, and I will try to do gameplay every day. And I will be trying to resolve this problem with VC Face. Now the model started stuttering, I don't know what to do. And it happens even when OBS is down. So the problem is not the OBS. I don't know if it is maybe my cell phone connection with the internet. I'm still trying to discover what it is. But while I try to resolve this problem, I will still be streaming and making videos. Yeah, that's it for today, I think. Okay. Do I have this one? Yes, I have. Okay, that's it.